It's far too dangerous for civilians to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Metius. Let us leave matters here in Maxima's care while the rest of us join in on the search. If Lord Metius is bound for Senatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Regio Urbanissima. I pray he has not come to any harm. I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye, so long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the young man, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Ulyss, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrates safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
However you like.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
Thank you. I feel at last as though I found the answers I sought, and I owe it all to you and Julius. Right then, I expect the others have already arrived back at Tertium. We should join them. Well, glad am I to see everyone returned, and none worse for wear. Various representatives of the Gallian community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do. And, Naius, I pray you forgive my disrespectful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another voice-sent invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds.
I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. I have to say I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves in the Senatus are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Radzatan. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Radzatan will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed among the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity. Trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect. And it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence.
Radzatan holds Gallian technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that, through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you to gather around to hear the particulars that you might convey them to those elsewhere. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope.
It is by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the Aether tank's impending arrival.
Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but wait Y'shtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you can leave that and anything else in this end to me and Alfino. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Azdaia from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzadhan, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Azdaia, I would entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Y'shtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In mare elementorum, then. Go well.
I took the liberty of informing Y'shtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Y'shtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a voidsent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for voidsent of any persuasion.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
Now then, to the matter at hand. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiac's brands, and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling voidsent. Yet, though we may expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow lesser voidsent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loporridge shoulders would be suitable for this purpose. Urianger, Green, the two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway and Bestaway's Burrow and provide any assistance they require. I will join you. As a voidsent, my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to the reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray do the same.
There you are! Ishtola has apprised me of your present undertaking. I understand that she wishes to deploy our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, our unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case this voidsent containment seal of hers proves lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, making me blush! Even now, as we pursue new dreams, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Voidsent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor. Not only have I fought Voidsent, I am one.
That's a convincing argument.
Don't just stand there. Engage! 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 Engage!
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into Voidsent slaughterbots! Indeed. Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement, we just might be able to do it in 2.
This I leave to you.
The Lopbread's eyes twinkle with anticipation and they wait for your buoyant extolation. To wit, they yearn for you to rally their spirits. What? Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry. I was in the midst of... Forgive me. A sight of precision parts is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing. But I'll try to keep moving. Ugh. What a marvelous feeling! It's nothing like a wild gesticulation of encouragement to fire you up. With you cheering me on, I can do not less than my very best.
very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us, showing us a proper technique so we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. My, everyone is in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray attend to your remaining busy work and link the deployment of our new and improved voice and slaughter bots to us.
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands. Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
Brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With the Loperites having deployed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin Y'shtola post-haste, and prise open our gate onto the void.
My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, I shall give the order to Alphino and Alize in the Tower of Babel to channel Aether into the moon. Once we have amassed a sufficient amount of energy, Urianger and I shall begin our incantations to open a void gate. If all goes well, a tail will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put in place a containment seal. That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
By the sisters!
Urianger, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands. success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
What an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this. So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
I see all proceedeth apace. Remarkable.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us. Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loporrits maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Unto the void